someone's going to land on him. service. That's right, she does it. Although then you have to wear long sleeves.
Good afternoon. If you would please stand. be seated. Well, we'd like to welcome family, friends, faculty, community members, and AP alumni. Today we're here to celebrate and honor the class of 2024. I can tell you firsthand this has been an absolute great group to work with, and they will be greatly missed. The word that best comes to mind when I think of this class is competitive. Talking to Mr. Kearns at Gavin's graduation party, he said he knew in elementary this group would be special because how they competed even in elementary, and they had a focus about them that isn't seen in every group. I will assure you this trend has continued all the way up to their graduation day. You have been willing to compete and work hard in whatever it is you chose to do as a group. You also have done an unbelievable job of supporting one another's accomplishments along the way, which in our society today is equally as impressive to celebrate others. With this class, the easiest area to see your competitiveness and your pursuit of excellence is in your academic performance. As a group, this group has 4 valedictorians with 4.0 GPAs, and they did not take easy classes. We've never had that before. To be in the top 15% of this class, you must possess a 3.929 GPA. To be in the top third, you must have a 3.8. And if you have a 3.5, that'll get you right at 31 out of 62. All I'll say is I'm glad I did not graduate with this group, or it may not have went so well for me. If you walk our fine art hallways, you'll see Division I ratings, all-state speech, all-state singers, including our first ever 4-time all-state female singer, Lauren Carney. Our color guard winning our first state championship in school's history. Our concerts, our musicals, our performances are done at the highest of levels. Our athletic hallway also has your fingerprint. Many team successes in a variety of different sports. We've had state qualifiers individually and as teams. We've had all-state performers, and after this weekend, we're proud to have 2 state championships with the long jump and the shuttle hurdle relay. Congratulations on that, ladies. You also excelled in the area of CTE, livestock judging, FFA successes, robotics, and basically anything else this group chose to take on. I'm also going to comment and firmly believe some of you competed to be here and to get to graduation. All of your paths weren't always easy. Sometimes you had to struggle to get yourself up, to get yourself here, battling different circumstances and situations at home and things you may not ask for. To you, I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you for finishing this journey and finishing it together. To our high school seniors, and that's probably the last time you're going to be called a high school senior, I thank you. We talked day one in the auditorium, your junior and senior year, about you being in charge and controlling the culture of our school. I will tell you, our building is better because of your imprint and your leadership. You've made this a great place to come to school, come to work, to come and cheer and support our young people. We thank you for your leadership and your example. As you leave today, I want to encourage you to compete in whatever it is you choose to do next in life. As I talked to you before the Dollars for Scholars banquet, for those of you who attended, this world truly owes you nothing. You have to go out and earn it and compete in everything you do, whether it's school, work, the armed forces, go compete. If it's progressing in your life, continue to move forward. It may be competing to be a good husband, a good wife, a great mother, a great father. Anything worth accomplishing, young people, is worth fighting for and worth competing. And you've proven you know how to do that in everything you do. I assure you that you will be missed very much, but I know you're going to go on and be extremely successful in whatever it is you choose next. As you leave here today, I welcome you to another group I'm proud to be a part of. After today, when you exit this gymnasium, you will now become AP alumni. I hope at your next phase of life, if someone asks you, hey, where do you come from? You proudly respond, AP. And that you never forget where it is you came from. On your next journey, stay competitive and pursue whatever it is you're passionate about and whatever the purposes you're going to fight for. I hope God blesses each and every one of you. Congratulations. At this time, it's my honor to have the AP Choir, under the direction of Mr. Jeff Bieber, sing "Sing Your Way Home."
Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees. If I had stopped to listen once or twice, if I had close my mouth and open my eyes, if I had cooled my head and warmed my heart, I'd not be on this road tonight. Carry on, never mind feeling sorry for yourself. It doesn't save you from your troubled mind. Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder, and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees.
Thank you, AP Choir. Every year we take a moment during our commencement to recognize our Dollars for Scholars program. This year I've asked freshman Evan Sheasley, who's just completed his freshman year at UNI, to come say a few words. Please welcome Evan to the stage.
Good afternoon. I'm very honored to have been asked to return and speak with you on this very special day. It's always been a pleasure to be back at my alma mater, and I'm excited to share with you my experience during my first year of college and Dollars for Scholars' impact on it. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Evan Sheasley. I was a 2023 graduate of Appleton Parkersburg High School, and a few weeks ago I finished my first year of college at the University of Northern Iowa, pursuing a degree in Business Administration and Management. When I first moved to Parkersburg in 2020, I was unsure of what I could expect out of my time here and what my experience would look like. Truth be told, in a town of 2,000 people and a school of 200, I didn't think I could expect much. 4 years later, I can safely say that there is far more to this school than I could have ever tried to expect, and nowhere I would have rather spent my high school years. During those 4 years, one concept seemed to stand out to me as particularly valuable. That would be the value of community. In a small town, it's easy to grasp the basics of community. Greeting your neighbors every morning, knowing most people you run into by name, and giving and receiving advice for the sole purpose of being helpful, all display what community can look like on the surface. But I believe few things display the true essence and value of community than Appleton Parkersburg's Dollars for Scholars program. I was fortunate enough to receive $1,800 in scholarships last year through Dollars for Scholars. While it's easy to see that as just a number, it very quickly becomes more than that as it's used. To add some context, I lived in an off-campus apartment during this last year and was responsible for my living expenses as well as my tuition. Dollars for Scholars money is not dispersed until the spring semester, so I was forced to fend for myself for my first semester. While I would love to stand up here and tell you that I budgeted things out perfectly and got along with no issues, that would be a lie. As a financially irresponsible 18-year-old, things got tight at times. To spare you the details, I learned a lot about the value of money in the real world, and I was looking forward to receiving my Dollars for Scholars money. When I did receive it, it was hard to view it as $1,800 anymore. Suddenly, $1,800 became rent, utilities, groceries, books, tuition, gas, and so much more. Everything that I needed now, all at the same time. To put it simply, that's life-changing. That money took the financial burden off of me as a student and allowed me to focus on pursuing my education in a way I hadn't been able to since I was in high school. And amazingly, the same could be said for so many other AP alumni. Not everyone who goes to college has that kind of advantage. A community that is willing to invest in its youth to the same degree that AP does is nearly impossible to come by. To the Dollars for Scholars donors, on behalf of the countless students that you have helped in so many different ways over the years, thank you for your unwavering generosity and commitment to us. Your selflessness will never go unappreciated. And to the class of 2024, congratulations on closing the first of many chapters of your life today. Just 1 year ago, I was in your exact seat. I know that a lot of things are going through your head, but I hope that you can look towards your future, not with anxiety and fear, but with pride and encouragement, knowing that through Dollars for Scholars, you have a community behind you that wants you to succeed and are willing to help make that happen. To put it simply, you've got this. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan. Once again, the AP choir.
Sing your way home at the close of the day. Sing your way home, drive the shadows away. Wherever you go, wherever you roam, it will brighten your road, lighten your load if you sing, sing your way home. Just sing, sing your way home. Going
Thank you, AP Choir, and great job. At this time, we will recognize and introduce our 4 valedictorians: Estelle Cachette, Tate Niemeyer, Kendall Ryard, and Cale Schoeneman. This will be interesting, but they're going to all 4 speak together, which will keep it shorter, so that'll be a good thing.
On behalf of myself, Estelle Cachette, and the other 3 valedictorians, Tate Niemeyer, Kendall Ryard, and Cale Schoeneman, we would like to thank you all for joining us this afternoon to celebrate the graduating class of 2024. Administration, school board, faculty and staff, coaches, community members, parents, and most importantly, our fellow classmates. Today marks a pivotal moment in our lives. Years of hard work, dedication, and both the good and the bad moments have led us here to today. As we all gather here in our caps and gowns, we celebrate the journey that has helped shape us into who we all are today. In these halls, we have laughed, we have struggled, we have grown, and most importantly, have spent countless hours decorating during homecoming week to make sure we were always the superior hallway. These halls have brought us together to grow closer as a class. As we leave these halls behind, let's carry our unity and pride with us in every chapter of our lives.
Let's all remember back to first grade when we all got to write a page in the When I Grow Up book. We had individuals who wanted to be teachers, doctors, artists, musicians, athletes, etc. Each of us got a chance to be the author in that book. Ever since then, we have continued to be the authors of our own stories, pursuing our passions and dreams, sometimes uncertain of what the next chapter in life is going to look like, but always pushing through and continuing forward. Our class has faced unprecedented times due to the pandemic. Many overlook our class who was greatly impacted, as the start of our high school career began differently than most. We had to learn to adapt to new learning and transition to the next chapter in our lives. These times helped us learn flexibility, perseverance, and how to push through uncertainties, skills that not everyone has had to learn at such a young age.
Ralph Waldo Emerson, who we all heard about countless times in Mr. Wheaton's class, once said, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." We found this quote to resonate well with our class as we graduate. It challenged us to take the road less traveled and pave our own way. Let's pave these roads with kindness, leadership, integrity, and resilience. As we look back at this day and all of our achievements, we need to remember that they are not just ours alone, but also the achievements of those who have supported us and been by our side the whole time. We would not be here today without all of the amazing teachers that AP has, teachers who not only taught us, but inspired us and supported us. Also, to the fellow classmates who have been along for this journey of our lives, being there to help us get through it together and leave countless memories. And lastly, most importantly, we would not be here without all of our amazing parents and loved ones. Your guidance and love has been our compass of navigation throughout the years and led us to this very moment.
As we stand with the future ahead of us, it is filled with uncertainty, but also excitement. This more than likely will be the last time that every single one of us is going to be in the same room together. So let's soak it in. We have all been waiting for this moment growing up, and now, in the blink of an eye, this day has come upon us. The next thing we know, we will be college graduates, spouses, parents, and grown adults trying to make time to attend our class reunions that we know will definitely be planned by Estelle. Let's all take a moment to dream big. Each and every one of us has a special place in this world and are capable of great things. Whether it's college, trade school, the workforce, the military, or wherever our lives take us, let's all keep challenging ourselves and making a difference. Let us use all of our abilities we have learned to create a path for not only ourselves, but for all to follow. Congratulations, class of 2024. Let's show the world who we are and never forget where we are from.
Thank you guys, and well done as anticipated. At this time, we will recognize the top 15% of the class. If they would join down front, Estelle Cachette, Tate Niemeyer, Kendall Ryard, Kale Schoeneman, Cora Behrens, Isabella Sessler, Jace Prusner, Gabe Jacobson, and Kinsey Mowinkle. Round of applause for these folks. Each year, the Iowa Bar Association recognizes one senior with strong understanding of the Constitution and who serves their community and takes pride in where it is they're from. This year's recipient for Appleton Parkersburg is Tate Niemeyer. Tate will have his name in the library on a plaque that will remain there. He also has a medal that I left in my office. I'll give it to him later. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Fleshner, who has some final thoughts for our seniors. Welcome him to the podium.
Thank you. Can I make one quick adjustment, Mr. Thomas? Seniors, a title you're going to keep for about 15 more minutes. I want you to look around. Look around the gym. There are hundreds, I don't know, maybe there's 1,000 people in here who love you, who care for you, and are here to celebrate you. Smile. Okay, there we go, much better. All right, class of 2024. Over the course of the past few weeks, and probably for the next few weeks to come, you'll receive lots of congratulations, some attaboys and attagirls. At some point, you've been asked about your future plans. And I'm sure you'll often be receiving advice about the future and about life. If you can think back, I don't know, just a few weeks ago now, we had Conrad Holly here to kind of talk to the group, spread a really good message, but he really spurred my thinking about today and what to talk to seniors about. So I want to take my time today to add to the list of advice in life and success. I'll try and be brief, but I would encourage you to consider adding these lessons to your list. So today I'm going to draw from Admiral William Harry McRaven. He had a commencement speech at UT, sorry for my ISU folks, from his book, Make Your Bed. Admiral McRaven is a retired Navy SEAL, a United States Navy 4-star admiral who served as the 9th commander of the United States Special Forces Command. My goal today is not to prepare you for SEAL training, but to put into action his words that will help any of us in this room today better ourselves, better our communities, and help to improve us in success. Here are those lessons, and some of these can feel a little heavy, but so can life. First lesson, as Conrad shared with us, make your bed. Start your day off with the task completed. Because if you cannot manage the little things in life, you will be very challenged to manage big things in your life. Find someone to help you. Family, friends, teachers, colleagues, find a guide. Students, as you looked around the gym today, there are those people. Accept it and embrace it. The lesson as you move through life, be careful who you select as your guide, but no, you cannot do it alone. Find someone to help you. Nothing matters but your will to succeed. Your race, your sex, your social status, whether you're tall, whether you're short, your social media status, none of this matters compared to the size of your heart and the size of your will, and respect everyone. This next one's a little odd. Get over being a sugar cookie. As part of Navy SEAL training, they'd be forced into the surf and they'd get all wet and then they'd roll around in the sand, making them essentially into a sugar cookie, in which they would spend the rest of the day cold, wet, and sandy. Sometimes we struggle. Even with our best efforts, we tried our hardest. Sometimes we fail and we end up as sugar cookies. Prepare yourself to deal with setbacks. In preparing today, I could not think of a more perfect example of what is talked about here than what we experienced yesterday for a group down in Des Moines. A year ago, almost the same group of gals faced a big setback, right? Hurt, didn't feel great. 1 year later, perseverance, commitment led them to a state championship. Life is not always fair. Move forward. Number 5, do not be afraid of the circus. When SEAL candidates fail to meet a standard, they're required to complete some type of remedial work beyond their regular workday. This is referred to as the circus. Everyone eventually ends up in the circus. The lesson: each of us will face setbacks, a failure. There will be times where we fail to meet a standard and forced to complete some type of additional work. Whether that's taking extra time to study for a test, something we need to learn from work, maybe it's extra work in a relationship. Many of you had the opportunity to work with Mrs. Fleshner this year. Okay, we were fortunate enough to celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary yesterday. And I can tell you, over that amount of time, it's not always been smooth. It takes work. It takes extra work sometimes. Do not be afraid of the circus. It will make you stronger. It will make you better. Take risk. The example Admiral McRaven shared was about an obstacle course record that stood for many, many years. It involved a rope suspended between two poles. Eventually, one day, a candidate made the decision to traverse the obstacle head first. It had always been done feet first. He set the new record. There'll be times when you need to think differently, take a chance. Sometimes in order to achieve greatness, you need to go head first. 7, do not be afraid of the sharks. During training, SEAL candidates would swim in areas often frequented by sharks. They're instructed, should sharks come near you or circle you, stand your ground. Do not try to swim away. Do not act afraid. And should a shark dart toward you, summon all of your strength and punch him in the snout. The lesson: the world is full of sharks. If you want to complete your journey, you have to learn to deal with the sharks. Step up when times are tough. The examples shared in the Admiral's book are specifically designed to test your will. Life will present you these as well. I shared a personal story with a few people over time. In training, I'm in an exercise. You fail the exercise, you get sent home. First 2 points on the land nav, no problem. We got this. Third point, frustration sets in, cannot find it. Recalibrate, take off running. Shortly realize after about a half a mile, I completely ran in the wrong direction. You have to reset. Go back in. Failed it. Or I didn't fail it, I finished it. The lesson, remain calm. Trust yourself. Trust your training and proceed toward your goals. 9, lift up the downtrodden. While success can be individually accomplished, there are times it requires a group. If your group should start to struggle, be the one to step forward and take the lead. Be the one to project hope. When possible, be the light for others. You never know when you may need it yourself. And finally, do not ring the bell. As part of training, SEAL candidates, should training become too much, conditions too harsh, or they cannot continue, they can ring a bell and check themselves out of the course. The lesson is fairly straightforward. Do not ring the bell. Never give up. With all of the challenges you may face in life, please know there are far more wonderful things to experience. Seniors, I have one final assignment for you. As we exit today, find someone and say thank you to them. While we're here to celebrate all of you individually and as a class, somewhere inside of this gym is somebody that helped you with something. Tell them thank you. Class of 2024, you're nearing this end of this segment of life. And I really want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. I wish each of you well wherever life takes you, and please know you are always welcome here. Thank you, and go Falcons.
As we prepare to recognize a class, it's my pleasure to introduce School Board President, Ms. Jill Cockworth, will join over here, along with Superintendent Mr. Fleschner, to help hand out the diplomas. All right, row one. I will now call the roll. Elena May Amling. Toby James Arculari. Lexi Joy Oswegen. Layla Rose Beal. Olivia Nicole Bellows. Cora Caroline Behrens. Macy May Berry. Justin Alexander Bill. Lauren Grace Carney. Estelle Jolie Cachette. Devin Nicholas Davis. Kenzie Levon DeGroat. Lexia Faith Dennis. J. Stewart Eliason. Abigail Luann Everts. Addison Marie Fisher. Shayla Ashley Hahn. Anna Marie Hancock. Will B. Hodges. Cooper Gregory Hoff. Carly Marie Hook. Cassidy Ray Hovenga. Gabriel Ryan Jacobson. Thomas Matthew Jansen. Morgan Jean Johnston. Wyatt Paul Junker. Serenity Marie Juries. Jenna Hope Lupkis. Ava Diane Mann. Chloe Dana Merritt. Avery Jolie Meyer. Kenzie Emmeline Mowinkle. Madison K. Morris. Gabriel Kinnick Mostak. Nicholas Matthew Neuroth. Tate James Niemeyer. Cyrus Zachary Nigro. Kaylee Nicklin Nicious. Seth Ryan Orta. Niall Richard Peterson. Jace Riley Prusner. Kendall K. Ryherd. David John Ritchie. Ashley Rebecca Shipper. Eli Henry Shipper. Cale Richard Schoeneman. Isabella Marie Sessler. Cale Dustin Statler. Ellie Marie Strickland. Corbin Dean Stroh. Tristessa Aline Stroh. Emily Grace Sweeter. Gavin Dean Thomas. Eli Scott Rand Thorne. Raylyn Faye Chabring. Lennox Frazier Trewin. Taylor Jean Trotter. Maddie Mackenzie Truax. Samuel Edward Vesley. Jonathan David Ward. Grant Jason Wedeking. Just a couple quick announcements. After we dismiss the class of 2024, you're invited to join them out in the front of the school on the sidewalk. We do ask you wait to depart once the class is all the way through. Once they've all been dismissed, then you are going to be free to go. At this time, class of 2024, please turn, face your audience, your parents, your loved ones. It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2024. Congratulations.